Hey, what's up? I'm Allie and welcome back to my channel. Hey, I'm going to be doing my library haul because you all know I'm a fan of the library. I don't know. I have no idea what just happened here. I'm just gonna... Today I'm going to tell you about some of the things that I got out from the library in May. I've definitely been trying to calm down a little bit on my library checkouts just because I'm trying to focus more on my own collection. I've definitely noticed with my reading spreadsheet that most of my reading happening is coming from the library, which isn't bad. Support your local libraries, you know, do you. But as we also know, I'm still accumulating books and not reading the books that I own. So, that being said, I still checked out several things from the library. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things from the library. So well, let's go ahead and get into that. First, I'm just going to get the graphic novels out of the way, one of which was Blackbird Volume 1. This has been one of my anticipated graphic novels for the year. The cover is beautiful, the artwork is beautiful. I was just so excited about this. I want it to be something that I just really, really love. This is about a girl who kind of goes through some tragedy in her life. Her mom dies and she is kind of She's struggling with a drug addiction and also trying to get along with her sister while just trying to get through life. She suffers, you know, from depression. She's angry, like she just has so many feelings. So she's really surprised one day when her sister is just taken by this magical creature that she has been swearing is real and no one believes her. But her sister is taken by this magical creature, and so she finds out about this magical world that she's always believed in but hasn't been able to prove exists until then, and she comes across this world. She wants to be a part of this world. She wants to find out what would happen to her sister, but there's so many other things going on. So pretty excited about that, and just the artwork is to die for. I like took screenshots because I always read these on the Hoopla app, and I was like taking screenshots. I was like, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love everything about this. I want this outfit. Like, it's amazing. I also checked out Backstagers Volume 3, and I had really high hopes for this. I did not realize going into this volume, because we've waited so long for this volume, that it was like a collection. It's one of those ones, and they did this with Lumberjanes, I think, for Volume 3 too, where they had different artists do different styles of the story, and they were like mini stories within the volume. And so these are based more around the holidays. It's like Valentine's Day and Halloween. It was that. I like Backstagers a lot. It's about an all-boys academy, and it follows the Backstagers at the academy and their little romances and the things that go on. But there's also this door that leads to like this magical world back there, and they're constantly trying to keep things from coming out of it. Middle grade, a decent amount of middle grade. I was actually prepping because for the library we do have to do some homework, and this past month we did like easy reads, children's picture books, and then I was told in June we were going to be doing middle grade, so I was kind of prepping, getting a TBR ready, kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to read, and then of course last minute they told us that that isn't what we were going to be reading, so I'm still gonna read them. I like middle grade. I love me some middle grade. So, and I've been in a really big middle grade mood lately. I don't know, like there's just something about, they seem to be harder hitting than YA books somehow. I don't really get it, but you know, they just deal with harder topics better. One of the ones that I checked out was Gorge, but I did end up listening to the audiobook of this. The audiobook is really short, and this is about Gorge, who is a trans girl. And Gorge truly believes that she is a girl, and it's about her really wanting to show the world who she is, but feeling like she's squashed every time she takes a turn because someone is calling her a boy or telling her that she is a he or that she can't play a girl role. So she really wants to play Charlotte in the school's play to show that she is a girl, and the struggles that she goes through with trying to tell her friends that, and trying to deal with bullies, and trying to tell her parents. Thought that this is just a really important book. It's definitely very character centered. There's not a lot of like plot to it, but this is a really important book. I think if you have the time, I don't even think the audiobook is like 3 hours long. If you have the time to listen to the audiobook, it's really good. So another one I checked out is A Front Desk. This was one I've been anticipating for some time. So this is my girl. She lives in a motel, and Her immigrant parents clean rooms. She manages the front desk at this hotel. Her parents hide immigrants. If the owner finds out they've been letting them stay in hotel rooms for free, be in a lot of trouble. She also really wants to be a writer, but she doesn't know she's gonna do this when English is not her first language. So this is just dealing with so much. It sounds so good, and I'm really, really excited about it. This is definitely one that I really want to read this month. It's just so, and plus look at this. This is such a beautiful cover. I swear they write middle grade for adults. It ain't for no kids. What I checked out was Game of Stars, and this is actually based around Indian mythology, and it is kind of, it reminds me a lot of Rick Riordan writing. But it is about this girl who lives in Jersey. She's a normal girl, you know, her parents keep telling her she's a princess, and she's like, I ain't no princess, like, we own a deli market, like, stop calling me that. And then one day monsters show up at her house and take her parents hostage to a magical world where she finds out that she's a princess. So it is about her trying to go back and get her parents. It is about her navigating this world that never sits still. It's constantly moving. There's all kinds of different magic. It's based around a lot of like astrology stuff, based around a lot of mythology. And then the last three are YA books that I picked up. I read Always Never Yours, and now I'm all about, like, summer is always my contemporary romance YA mood. Every summer, that's all I want to read. So that's what I've been doing. I'm also kind of prepping for June, which is Pride Month, so I've been trying to get books that are more centered around the LGBTQ community. And then I got was How Not to Ask a Boy to Prom, and I do believe that this is based around gay relationships. Nolan absolutely, positively does not need a boyfriend. Sure, it might be nice to have his first kiss at some point. Apparently, his adopted big sister signs him up to go to the Under the Sea themed junior prom, and so now he feels like he needs to go. He's also kind of crushing pretty big on the openly gay football star of the school. So this is about him trying to, I guess, get up the guts to ask out the star football player, and it just sounds so cute. It's fairly short. I think I'll be able to read this really quick, so I'll let you guys know if it's any good. Another one is Love and Other Curses. This is about Sam, who lives with his many different levels of grandmothers, and they know some things about magic. He also spends nights at with drag queens at a local bar, and they let him pretend to be whoever he wants to be, even though he hasn't decided who he wants to be for himself yet. So if Sam makes it to 17 without falling in love, he'll be the first one in his family to escape the curse, which kills the people that they love. But a new guy comes to town, and he finds himself in trouble when he starts to strike up more than a friendship. Try not to fall in love, even though he probably will, and it's got magic and love in it, and it just sounds so good. It's got some like practical magic vibes, you know? And then the last thing I picked up was Eyes on Me, and I picked this up basically because it was like recommended on Goodreads as books that are like always never yours, and it is about a girl who ends up having to take dance classes, and I think there's like some guy who is forced to be like her dance instructor, and he's like, okay, you just gotta make the most of it, and she's like super against it. She's like, we only here to get the dancing done, and that's all we gonna do, but of course you know that ain't all they gonna do, and they probably gonna fall in love. So that sounds good. It sounds a little bit like some hate to love, maybe not quite hate, but just like resentful to love. I'm about it, so I'm excited. Those are all the books that I got out from the library last month. Let me know some of the things that you guys got out from the library. You guys know I love hearing that you use in your library. Let me know what all you checked out, if we checked out any of the same things, if you plan on checking any of these things out. So, hope you guys have liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe to see future library hauls from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!